We've been trapped on a deserted island, and our goal is to survive the seasons while exploring the other 15 islands around us. But there's a catch. We aren't allowed to swim. We must get across the islands by only using the materials we find. This is the start of island survival. Well, here we are, officially on the island. The raft has crashed ashore. Cameron, this is going to be an interesting few months.
Indeed it is, my man. We gotta find food.
Yes, sir. Food, water, shelter, lots to figure out. Let's start exploring the first island. So obviously we have a lot of trees here. Now these are palm trees, if I'm not mistaken. So we do got some kind of coverage if it does start raining. Do you think there's any coconuts on these?
I think there might be.
Here, climb to the top and let me know what you see there.
All right.
Just don't get injured because I don't want to deal with that. Now, we do have one tool we're starting with, which is this axe. It ain't anything fancy, but it should get the job done. I'm actually thinking, okay, if he's climbing over there, I'm going to try chopping one of these down. The goal is to bridge to all of these islands. There's another 15 of them we got to get to. The first one is right down there. So this is probably going to be the first tree we want to knock down. I'm going to aim it towards the water. Go nice and low here. And let's get chopping. There we go. Timber! All right, that is not too bad. Now, when it comes to making the bridge, we have to decide how long each plank should be. Let's just kind of take a look at this. We obviously don't want to make it too short, but we still need to be able to move these around.
Garrett, I found nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
You cut down the tree?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Here, do you think we could divide this into 3, or should we just make it into 2 chunks? Or we can go even smaller and do like 4 or 5.
I think 4 is a good number.
Okay.
It's a long tree, dude.
I know. I just don't want us to have to move around too many pieces of wood. Here, let's just cut right here. Let's see how that does. I may have made that a little bit long. Now, I don't know how we're going to survive all these nights, but what I do know is teamwork is going to be a key factor in getting this done.
Indeed. We should probably get a shelter before, the sun comes down.
Yeah, I actually wasn't even thinking about that. You know what? Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'm going to still cut right here. Let's just chop on through. Then I'm thinking what we could do is the remaining little bit that's a different length, we'll use that wood to build some kind of hut. So I'm going to see how close we can cut here. Just around and go right to the end. Yes, we can. Here we go. Now I have no clue what we're going to do with that end piece. For now, we'll probably just make a big pile of them. Let's actually just drag this over here. There we go. The leaves may come in handy. Kind of use them as coverage or something. We'll see. If you guys are confused, this piece of wood is going to be used for our house, and these are going to be used for the bridge.
Dude, don't you think we're going to need a lot more wood than this?
Yeah, of course, man. Here, you look for straight trees, because we obviously don't want to be using many of these bendy ones. Like, I'm thinking this right over here should be good.
Is this one of those edible plants behind you?
No, don't eat anything unless you're confident about it. That would not go good. Here we go. Cutting it down and timber. All right, perfect. Here we go. Let's bring this all the ways to the water, and then we'll drag one of these over, kind of like our measuring sticks. Here we go. Now this is definitely a shorter tree. I don't know if we're even going to get 2 out of it. Let's give this a try though. Cut through it. Then let's see about this end piece here. Drag this down. Oh yeah, see, it is not long enough. Okay, that's all fine. So I'm just gonna cut right here. This Cameron keeps looking for the next tree to cut down. There we go. Once again, we're just gonna make a pile of these. Now, I just wanted to mention our first little structure here. It's just going to be something basic. It's going to be rough. It ain't going to look too good. We're going to build a proper house in the future, but that's going to likely be at a different island.
Hey, Garrett.
Yep, what's up?
I got a straight tree for us. Come over here.
All right, which one? Oh, why is it so far?
I don't know, but look at how perfect this one is.
Okay, yeah, that is actually pretty good. It's just going to be a lot of work. I'm going to try cutting it down so it falls in the forest.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go too well. Let's go nice big angle here. Gravity ain't going to be on our side here. Yeah, that's not good.
Dude,
that's
why didn't it fall?
How
did you do that?
It's going to.
Yeah, when? Tomorrow?
Here, you know what? I'm going to do another. No, if I do another cut, it's just going to fall on itself.
How about you just body check it?
I guess we could do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, geez, it's going. Not the way we wanted, but that will have to do. All right, help me drag this all the ways across.
Okay.
Here we go. Nice and easy. Hopefully we don't get snagged on anything.
All right, hold on. Let me go to the very end. All right, I'm ready.
Now, once we have our shelter built, we're obviously still going to have to figure out what to do about water and food. Of course, we can go fishing, but in order to do that, we'd have to get some fishing line. So I'm not sure how we're going to tackle that one. Well, we got it over here. Now let's start chopping this down. I'm thinking we can get quite a few logs for the bridge from this. Right here. There's the first cut, go all the ways down. This will be cut number 2. Here's cut number 3. And then this final piece will be used for the house.
Man, we really have to make sure we're not wasting any wood here. That last cut you did was kind of shaking it.
Okay, I know. Luckily, we do have quite a few trees, but you are right. Once we chop them down, they're gone forever. So I'm thinking, let's start building the house. We're going to cut these logs to be a lot thinner. Not quite 2x4s, but that sort of style. And then we'll just kind of see what we can do. So let's get building. I think this should do it. Check out our structure. It is looking good. What we ended up doing is using the tops of the trees to kind of give us some shade at the side here. It also should block some wind, and if it does start raining, it should help out a little bit too. That is looking good. I don't want to put too much more weight on the roof because, well, it's not the strongest. This will have to do for now. Any pieces of wood that we don't have a use for yet, we're just leaving right over here. So there's 2 so far. And then here's all the wood we've chopped up for the bridge. And that is what we are about to start building. We've got quite a few, as you guys can see, they're very straight pieces, all the same length. It should be perfect to get into over there. We're going to start seeing how we can get them lined up. I'm thinking we're going to go like 2 wide for each part we walk on, which is going to be a little bit costly, but it should be good. Put that there. Can drag this one over.
At least that way we don't risk falling in the water.
Yes, exactly. And we want this to last. The reality is if we go to that island and we don't have a way back, that's going to be problematic. So that's going to be the kind of look. I'm going to get the first few done and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Well, it's a lot later now, and we've made quite a bit of progress. It has started raining, which honestly is going to be good because we did need water.
Look at that. Our shelter's working perfectly.
Yes, it is. It's actually blocking any rain from coming down. These are doing a good job blocking the wind. It's perfect. But yes, obviously there's water everywhere, but I don't know if we can drink the lake water, at least if we don't heat it up. But let's take a look at this bridge. We do still have a few pieces of wood left. We aren't fully at the end, although we have made some progress. I'll walk down this. So we end up going double the width we were initially expecting to. And the reason for that is maybe we'll have some kind of vehicles. Obviously, they're going to be more like Flintstone version vehicles, but could be cool. But yeah, all the ways down here, nice and stable. This thing is working good. Show you guys what the end's looking like. Here we go. Check it out. So yeah, I think like 3 more sections should do it. But we can now see the sunset and the sand right over there. So the next island is going to be very different than the one we're coming from. You can also tell there are some objects that are on this island. I think that's a tire down there. I'm not 100% sure though, but that would be nice to get some rubber. Don't know what we'll do with it.
I love how cool this island looks. It's so different from ours.
It really makes me wonder what the next ones after it are going to be like. Are they all going to be different? Are some going to be similar? Right now we do have an issue, which is everything's hilly. It's not really good land to build, so I'd really like some flat land, but we won't really be able to tell anything until we get onto this one. Let's make our way back, because I do not want to be getting soaked. We don't have a change of clothes. This is all we got. This is going to work very, very well. Now, we don't have any good bedding. I don't really know if there's anything we can do about that tonight. I was thinking to grab some leaves, but honestly, that might be worse than the sand.
Yeah, I was thinking get some grass clippings, maybe for a pillow.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. We don't really have rope or anything to tie it together, but yeah, I guess just throw it on the ground and...
You got that axe? Just start swiping away.
Yeah, this is when it would definitely be beneficial to have something that can, you know, some kind of blade versus this wedge, but...
Yeah, swinging an axe at grass doesn't work too well here.
We'll get it done. Just gotta watch out for a structure. I just want to quickly give you guys a full tour of this island. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of what we should be doing on it. There really is not much going on. We have like this sandy beach down here, and there is this kind of more firm part where the rocks are. Some moss as well. I'm not 100% sure what we can do with that. Maybe light a fire, but definitely won't be able to do that tonight because the rain is going to prevent any possibility of a spark or anything like that. We do have a raft here. It ain't going to be floating right now.
Can we take anything from it?
Well, there's not really much here. I would like to try keeping this intact and just fix it up if we can. I just don't know if we will be able to. But the buoy is definitely good to have. In case Cameron starts drowning, I can just throw that on him.
You already know, I ain't a good swimmer.
Yeah, but once again, guys, we are not allowed to swim in this water. If anyone's wondering why we aren't, that's the reason. You guys remember like the floor is lava challenge? It's that, but wet edition. So I'm thinking today is pretty much wrapped up. Tomorrow we will be going to that island and exploring the land.
There better be some good stuff.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Anyways, that's going to be it for episode 1 of Island Survival. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.